Congratulations.
The pride that I had in knowing that you're here and knowing that you're communicating with my colleagues. And by the way, we got some great folks out there who are working really hard in the legislature.
The Together a Better School Inclusion Program exists in a four-way partnership between the ARC Maryland, the Maryland Department of Disabilities, the Maryland Developmental Disabilities Council, and the Maryland State Department of Education. And I'd like to invite Dr. Antoine Hickman up to the stage to help us with our presentations. Dr. Hickman is the Assistant State Superintendent for the Division of Early Intervention and Special Education Services. So thank you for being with us today. You also heard from Secretary Beatty from the Department of Disabilities, who's a great partner to us on this project, and Rachel London, who's here from the Maryland Developmental Disabilities Council, is also a partner on this project. The program builds on principles of diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. Activities that are part of the program are designed to reduce barriers, reshape attitudes, and enhance students' sense of belonging in their school communities. And the program consists of a diversity celebration toolkit that we make available to the schools that has lesson plans in there for teachers and books that students can look up that depict students with disabilities and interacting with their peers and in positive ways. We also do school assemblies and presentations throughout the state, co-facilitated with the self-advocate to talk to kids about disabilities. And we do traveling art exhibits around the state, so you might have seen the artwork of the children in your local library. And we have our artwork and drawing contest, and we have several students that are here today, along with representatives from their schools and their parents. So please give them a round of applause for making this a priority. So now, without further ado, we're pleased to announce and congratulate students in their schools for their artwork that was selected for first through third place honors and honorable mentions. And for high school, we do a high school drawing contest, and the drawings go into a coloring book that we produce for children to color that depict children with and without disabilities playing together. We have two honorable mentions. In third place, Emily Alt, 12th grade, Kent Island High School, Queen Anne's County. Thank you to all of the students, educators, the schools, your parents and families who have supported your work, and thank you all for your leadership and commitment to inclusion. We really appreciate what you're doing to move the dial in Maryland. Thank you.
The past year and prior to that, she served in the department as the secretary. She served in the department as...
Oh, there we go.
No, you get to decide.
What do we got
we're doing
there?
with it. Oh, really? Last year I let them choose, so you get to decide. We'll spend it together.
Oh, that's
okay?
dangerous. That's
received a
Two big installation meetings, and so you get to choose it.
for the equality medicine from Georgia.
We'll talk. Cool. Thanks.
And for all the red sweatshirts related to the Special Olympics, I was really
students when I was in high school, I volunteered every year.
I had to wait. I knew that. I said right before you walked in, I'm not going to start speaking until he gets in here. But I have the true honor to introduce Maryland's Governor Wes Moore.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I'm so happy. Good morning, everybody. You all are so beautiful. This is Maryland, everybody. This is Maryland. And this is such a beautiful and important community in our state. I'm talking about we got advocates here. I mean, we got service providers here. We got lottie-dottie everybody here. Because that's what's required to make change, right? What's required to make change is that everybody understands their power. Everybody understands their responsibility. Everybody understands that's not for this person to do it, or not for that person to do it. That's for all of us to do it. Because that's what makes our state so strong, is when everybody is seen, when everybody is respected, when the policies and the laws that are being in place, that there are policies and laws that are done to uplift everybody and not separate some. When people understand the natural genius and the natural power that everybody possesses within them, that is a natural contribution to our entire state. And our state will never be strong if we do not have everyone as part of that process. That doesn't just include the people in this room. And I thank you for keeping that in your heart and in your spirit. Is that every door that you will knock on today, every person you will meet, every hand that you will shake, I want you to remind them that you are not alone. I want you to remind them that you are an advocate and you are a voice for people who might not be in this room. I want you to remind them that everywhere that you go, you have an army with you. And that your army is led by love. And that you believe, and that we believe, that this needs to be a state that leads with love. And I want you to know, and I want everybody to truly hear what I'm saying, that as long as I'm the governor, we will be a state and you will have a governor who will continue to support the Department of Disabilities, the people who work there, and also the mission that they are fulfilling. In the country with a cabinet-level department that is focused on disability policy, and we need to honor that tradition, not just with words, but also with action and also budget. That we hired a new statewide coordinator for autism strategy and a project search statewide coordinator to help young people with disabilities. We've worked with our unions for the second year in a row to deliver a raise to our state workers that is long overdue, to make sure that their work is honored and respected and actually being paid for. And by the way, that includes at the Developmental Disabilities Administration. Everybody's going to get a raise because everyone deserves it. And in our first year, it's actually amazing we've only been here for 13 months now. And that unified goal is making sure that we are leaving no one behind. That unified goal is understanding nothing about us without us. Yeah. And that unified goal is making sure that we are going to honor our children and our families. When you're a parent, you will do anything for something that's in the best interest of your children. You would change the prospect of my day, any day. Tell me something that's going to happen, something that's happening with my children. My whole day changes, right? There's nothing that we won't do to make sure that we're going to protect and honor and make sure that they are seen and safe in their own place, in their own space, and in their own skin. I want you all to know that I understand deeply, internally, and the passion for all the parents and all the guardians that you have for your children and for your loved ones. I respect that more than you know. Because you're very welcome. Because there's nothing that you want more for your children than for them to be seen. And for them to know that their dreams and their aspirations, that they should not have to carry those dreams and their aspirations on their own. That all of us, collectively, should help them carry it. And we should want the same. We want Maryland to be the most accepting and the most accessible place for young people with disabilities in the entire country. And I want to say it's because of your help, it's because of your advocacy, it's because of your partnership that Maryland is well on its way. Where last year, the Department of Disabilities moved in partnership with the Developmental Disabilities Council to create a landmark framework for inclusive playgrounds, so that young people who are on playgrounds can play in safety and play in fun the way the playgrounds are designed and intended for every single young person in our state and not just some. We have to make sure that every single child in our state is seen and supported. Inclusivity is not a talking point for us. Inclusivity is a governing philosophy. It's a lens on how we look at this work. And not just because it sounds good. Not because it feels good. But because in order to have a thriving state, we need to make sure that everyone in the state is included. And I remember, I was actually with Secretary over in Baltimore for a ribbon cutting for one of the inclusive playgrounds that was sponsored by a remarkable work. And we were there at the Children's Guild. And I had a chance to meet a young man named Ferris. And I was speaking to his mom, and he was saying the whole week, he was talking about how excited he was to welcome me to his playground. And he was so happy. When we first pulled up, and immediately I got a chance to meet Paris, and immediately he came up and took me by the hand, and we were supposed to go to the stage first, but he just wanted to bring me to the playground. We got a chance to go on the swings, got a chance to go on the slides, and got a chance to really see why Ferris was so proud of his playground. Ferris is in second grade. His parents are immigrants to the United States, and he's on the autism spectrum. And I got to spend some time with him on his playground. And first of all, I got to tell you, he was much more agile and quick on those slides than I ever was. He was like, "You want to come with me?" I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna let you do it, man." I got old bones. That wasn't gonna work for me. But I loved his joy. I loved his curiosity, I loved his enthusiasm, but more than anything else, I loved his freedom. He was just living in freedom and living in happiness. And that's all we want from Live in freedom. Be blessed with that. But that happened because of you. And so the thing that I would ask you as you're going out today, for Advocacy Day, as you're meeting with legislators, as you're meeting with lawmakers, as you're meeting with cabinet secretaries, as you're meeting with the governor and lieutenant governor, don't lose your joy. Don't lose your hope. Don't lose your hope. Don't lose it. Never forget who you are advocating for. Never forget your why. If you never forget who you are advocating for, you will never stop advocating. If you never forget who you are fighting for, you will never stop fighting. And in order for this to be Maryland's decade, and I want to be clear, this is Maryland's decade. I've let every other state know that was cute what they were doing before. This is Maryland's time, y'all. And we're just going to move faster than everybody else, unapologetically. But in order for that to happen, it means everybody must be seen. Nothing about us without us. And in this moment, we are going to build policies, and we are going to build a state where we leave no one behind. God bless you. Thank you. Keep fighting. Keep advocating. In this moment, we will win. Bless you guys.